Number one, that God's protection will be upon his people. Okay? In spite of the war that's coming to America, because there will be a war coming to America. And in fact, when it comes to the re-election of President Trump, I will do a specific video with specific details. My information is not coming from a psychic. It's not coming from a prophet, another prophet in the world. It's not coming from anywhere but my personal intimacy with the Holy Spirit of many, many different years. Many of the things that I'm telling you now are not things that I'm just now finding out. There are things that God is allowing me to finally speak on. Okay, there's going to be a major rumor concerning President Donald Trump that will most likely hinder his re-election. I'm going to say this again. There's going to be a major rumor. I know we've heard many rumors about President Trump. Okay, I understand that. But there's going to be a lot more things that are going to lead up to this thing that might hinder his re-election. Okay, that might hinder his re-election. Why am I mentioning this? I'm mentioning this because the hindrance of his re-election will be a prophetic sign to the people of God as a second manifestation after the coronavirus that the rapture of the church is at hand. I hope you kind of caught that. Let me say it again so you can really prophetically understand it. I said that after the coronavirus, which is a sign of the rapture, there will be a second sign of the rapture, which I already told you that the coronavirus, his name will change. But there will be a second manifestation of the rapture concerning President Donald J. Trump. Okay? Something will hinder his re-election. According to the Spirit of God. I didn't get this from a psychic. I didn't copy this from anyone. God has spoken to me about this a very, very long time ago. But I really felt led in my spirit already that it was time to share it with you. Something will hinder the re-election of President Donald Trump. And that will be a sign for the Church of Jesus Christ that the rapture is very, very near and more near than we think. But in spite of all of this, in spite of the hindrance of his re-election, I want you to remember these words very clearly, because then you will remember that the Spirit of God has really been speaking and warning us, okay? After the hindrance to the re-election of President Donald Trump, there's going to be wars. There's going to be persecution for churches. The fact is, when they're asking churches who are gathering with more than 50 or more, it's very difficult because some of us do conferences, classes, courses, churches, and things of that nature. I'm between Denver and Dallas with two different churches, so, and different ministries. It's very difficult. But all of this has more to do with the agenda of the enemy than it has to do with the virus that's going on. Okay? This is the beginning of the end time. This is the beginning of persecution. You understand? My God. This is the beginning of persecution for the church. This is the beginning of persecution for the gospel of Jesus Christ. But God promises that in spite of the beginning of these persecutions, in spite of all of these things, God will do three things. One, God will protect you. So have no fear. Okay, have no fear concerning the coronavirus. I call it the Rona. Have no fear concerning the Rona. Have no fear concerning the rumors of wars and the wars that will come. Have no fear concerning the hindrance of President Donald Trump's re-election, because something will hinder his re-election, and I'm letting you know that already. But have no fear. God says have no fear because he will be protecting you and your family. He will protect you from
the nation is on pins and needles today.
This election is too close to call.
No decision 2020. The presidential race still up for grabs.
The front pages, it's a nail biter and America on a knife edge. It's now down to a handful of battleground states. Last night, they were leaning towards Trump, but as the counting continues today, they're swinging back to Biden.
If the states where Joe Biden is leading in right now all go blue, he will win.
In Detroit, there was drama as Trump supporters demanded access to the vote count. And in Philadelphia, Biden supporters gathered outside the convention center.
We're here to ensure the right to vote will be preserved.
Joe Biden expressed confidence today that he will emerge victorious.
I'm not here to declare that we've won, but I am here to report when the count is finished, we believe we will be the winners.
But President Trump is setting the stage for a battle royale crying fraud.
This is a fraud on the American public. This is an embarrassment to our country.
It was 2:20 a.m. with most of the East Coast asleep when he appeared in the East Room of the White House. His family filed in with big grins, and the 250 invited movers and shakers were jubilant.
We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election.
The reaction was swift.
President Trump falsely and prematurely declaring victory, saying that he won. He did not win. He has not won.
He is calling the game at the end of the first quarter.
This is straight up autocratic malarkey.
Even some Republicans are saying he went too far.
It was ridiculous, and he should not have done that.
The idea of saying that using the word fraud, that there's fraud being committed by people counting votes, I think is wrong.
The president is doubling down, tweeting, "Last night I was leading. Then one by one, they started to magically disappear as surprise ballot dumps were counted. Very strange." Twitter flagged some of his tweets as misleading.